Some quick facts about modern coffee consumption. Coffee is one of the most popular drinks in the modern world, with around 90% of Americans drinking this naturally occurring compound on a regular basis. If you're a coffee drinker, do you really know what you're drinking? Here are some facts about your morning pick me up. It's a stimulant that people have been drinking for countless of years. Coffee gives your body a boost when you're low on energy, and for many people, it's a socially acceptable form of addiction. Coffee in moderation is fine for healthy adults, but can have a variety of effects if you take too much or if you're unhealthy. It can also increase blood pressure, heart rate, anxiousness, and even road rage. So, how much are you drinking and what effects is it having on your body? Is caffeine actually good for you? There are some arguments about whether caffeine is good or bad for your body, and it has a number of effects on your body, your brain, and your mood. Caffeine can improve your mood and alertness, enhance your memory, improve liver health, help you perform better athletically, slow Parkinson's disease development, and help reduce hunger pangs. And basically, caffeine can be beneficial for some people in some situations, but not others. It all depends on your overall health and lifestyle, especially if you have adrenal fatigue. The benefits do not outweigh the risks. How to drink coffee safely? Well, the research is mixed. Consuming too much coffee can produce effects like behavioral problems, general toxicity, developmental and reproductive problems, cardiovascular issues, lower than normal calcium absorption, which affects your bones. So, generally speaking, a healthy adult can safely consume around 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. This is about 4 8-ounce coffee cups of brewed coffee. This amount is lower for pregnant women at around 200 milligrams a day, and for children, 2.5 milligrams of caffeine per kilo of body weight a day. However, the effects of caffeine vary from person to person, and if you have adrenal fatigue, you have to be more mindful about your caffeine intake as it can stimulate the adrenals. The often ignored dangers of drinking coffee. There are numerous dangers to drinking coffee, particularly if you're using it to cover up feelings of fatigue. Everyone knows you wake up a little tired and you just reach for that cup of coffee, not thinking about the consequences. But here are just some of the negative effects caffeine can have on your body. If it can cover underlying health issues, which can then turn into illnesses. It's important to find out why you're tired rather than just covering it up with some coffee. If you have adrenal fatigue, it will increase your body's demand for cortisol and may actually worsen your adrenal gland's function because it's stimulating. Stopping consumption can actually put you into withdrawal if you're used to drinking it daily. It can also cause a caffeine crash along with symptoms like excessive fatigue. It stimulates your heart, so it can worsen any cardiovascular issues. And as you age, your body becomes more and more sensitive to caffeine, and the effects of it may worsen. So, caffeine also sometimes has psychoactive effects, as it can interfere with your body in unexpected ways. That's why it's always best to use caution when dosing yourself with caffeine on a regular basis. How to safely and effectively cut back on caffeine? If you're concerned about your caffeine intake, then you need to cut back. However, caffeine is addictive, so you need to do this very carefully in a way that does not negatively impact your health. Here are some tips on how you can do that. Keep a logbook of your coffee intake. Then identify situations that make you crave coffee and work to avoid those situations. Locate all caffeine sources in your diet, whether it's tea, chocolate, energy drinks, and coffee, and then cut back gradually, reducing your intake little by little each day. Use substitutes like decaf or green tea, or if you're used to doing coffee, then come down to black tea. If you're doing black tea, come down to green tea. So it's a very gradual reduction. You can also make sure you sleep more to relieve the fatigue naturally. Eat a healthy, balanced diet to fight adrenal fatigue. Drink more water to detoxify your body. Exercise more as it's a natural stimulant and you get that dopamine from that. And relax with meditation, yoga, or massage. Thanks for listening today, and we hope you got something helpful from this content. If you'd like to hear more great tips, make sure to click the subscribe button, like and share this video so that it can show up to others who need it. Remember that we're here to empower you to take control of your health.